Hi everyone, hope you're keeping safe and well during this time. I just want to first and foremost say a big thank you to Lauren and Anthony and everybody that's helping out with this virtual pilgrimage, and along with our main virtual pilgrimage. I think it's fantastic, honestly. I've loved every second of it so far. It's sort of been able to help me back on my spiritual path. Obviously this time of the year is such a massive sort of renewal of my own faith, and this has really helped me have that experience without actually having to go to Lourdes. And I think that's massive for both myself and for, I'm sure, many of you. Similar to everything else that we've done, I've been asked by Anthony to do sort of a reflection, a short reflection, memories and stuff. I try and be quick, and I'm aware that I can ramble on when I want to, so I will try and be as quick as I possibly can. I started going to Lourdes in 2011 as a youth member, went till 2016, and then in 2017 2019 I became a staff member and started coordinating, along with Aileen and Jen, the music side of the youth pilgrimage. I think I first became aware of Lourdes in 2010 when my cousin Catherine and Anthony, Anthony had been a family friend for a number of years, they've been staff members, they've been youth pilgrims themselves, so they sort of made me aware, and it was from there that I decided to go to Lourdes, and me and my cousin Oliver decided to go together to make it a bit sort of easy for us both, and it was something I was really looking forward to. I think my first experience was the first meeting at St John's, and when I first went, I think I realised straight away how comfortable I was going to be in the environment. There was a lot of people that went to Lourdes that I didn't realise went to Lourdes, a lot of people from my school or from my parish district and stuff, and a lot of people in the staff team I also knew as well, so it was a nice balance, and it definitely made me feel very, very comfortable very, very early. In terms of the actual experience of Lourdes in 2011, I'd be lying if I said there was loads of faith involved for me. There wasn't really. I think I wanted to force myself to believe there was, but there wasn't in true reflection. My big experiences of Lourdes in that year at least was balcony and fun times. We weren't allowed on our phones. I think we had like an hour before dinner we could call home and stuff, but that was about it. We weren't allowed to go on our phones. So all of our time was spent on the balcony, playing games, making up dances, doing stupid things, singing songs, just having a great time, and whatever means we could to have a good time. And really that community spirit is something that really hit home to me. I loved every second of it. I think at that moment in time I knew exactly what I wanted to do and how I wanted to grow as a person. In 2012, I think that's when I could say I had my first religious and spiritual experience in Lourdes, and probably my first religious experience at all. I hadn't really been going to church before my first trip to Lourdes, even though I'd been brought up as a Catholic. And I think once I come back the first year, I really started to push myself to go to Lourdes. And I know that Kira mentioned, I don't know what day this is going up, but it might have been a couple of days ago. I watched it today, but it might have been a couple of days ago to you guys. And she was saying how we always pray at the end of the week about Our Lady to call us back to Lourdes, and I hadn't realised at the time that was what was happening to me, and I think it's such a beautiful thing to realise now that that I was being called back to Lourdes to have this religious experience in the grotto, and that is the foundation of my faith as a young person and my faith now today. From there, I went to college and eventually ended up joining the Animate team in 2013, and that really sort of ignited something in me that I really wanted to pursue, a sort of sense of, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but a sense of faith that I didn't realise that I'd ever have. And from there, I really grew into my faith, and I really felt myself grow with it, my confidence, my ability to sort of lead worship and lead prayer and try and be an example of faith to other people, try and be a disciple in the world. And that all came from a conversation and a calling that I hadn't realised I'd never had. And I think Lourdes is a place that we can all agree with had that calling, that we want to be there. And that's the beautiful thing about Lourdes, or one of the beautiful things about Lourdes. Fast forward into 2016, which was my last year, I think my outstanding memory of that year was my last night in the Geneva, last night on social as young people. I think there was 4 or 5 of us decided that year that we were going to call it a day. Obviously, a couple of us because we were 21, and a few others because they wanted to explore other experiences, either within Lourdes or outside of Lourdes. And both myself and Lauren McMullen, who is obviously now the coach leader, we were the 21-year-olds, and I remember thinking at the time, and probably still to this day, me and Lauren probably would never have met in any other circles. And we started and ended our sort of faith journey together in Lourdes, and it's great to see Lourdes not only grow us both in our faith, but sort of grow a friendship from it as well, and a sort of friend for life. And that's sort of amazing to think about, and I'm lost for words every time I think about what Lourdes has provided me in my life. In 2017, 18 and 19, I've been asked to coordinate the music along with Aileen and Jen, and that is a blessing in itself. I think I know how much people and who helped me on my path to really have this strong faith in God and in Jesus, and I don't think I would have be where I am without those individuals. And it's a blessing to know now that I can be a part of one person's faith journey, and just the thought of being a part of one person's faith journey is so rewarding and fulfilling, and it's beautiful. And I think aside from that, just watching people grow, I think when I was 15 I didn't know how my faith would grow and how much and how important faith would be to me, and it's great to now be a staff member leading worship for 500 people and seeing them from 15 years old through to 21 years old. Even now as a staff member, some of the young people that I've had the pleasure of working with, both when I was at Animate and as a staff member, have grown into such strong people within the faith, and it's such a rewarding thing, and Lourdes is such a stronghold in that for so many of us. And I think not being there is absolutely heartbreaking. I wasn't due to go this year personally. I had other reasons, work being the main one, but I feel like personally I'm more upset for you guys for not being able to go. It's really such an important step, and I really hope that we can get back out there next year. I'm more than ready to get back involved and get back doing what I love, which is praising Jesus through worship. And I sort of hope that throughout this week we can all at least grab onto a little bit of what Lourdes is about, that community, that spirit, and that togetherness with God and with Jesus Christ. And I really hope that you're all being able to get the sort of the same experiences that I'm being able to get from these videos and from these masses and services. So yeah, once again, thank you, Anthony, Lauren, everybody involved. I absolutely love it, and I appreciate it so much. So thank you so far. And for everybody else watching, keep safe. God bless. You'll be in my